and a little bit of history, and then I'll introduce, kind of formally introduce Dave. So definitely thank all of you for coming. It's a big day for Center for Nanotechnology here at Wake Forest University. I know a lot of you have taken a lot of time and traveled quite a distance, so definitely thank you for being here to celebrate this with Dave. Then the other thank you, I don't know how many of you guys have organized a conference or a symposium before, but today does not happen without a lot of work by someone like Matt Triplett, who's a fellow here in the Provost office. So there's no food, there are no travel arrangements, there's no place, nothing happens without somebody like Matt. So first, how about a round of applause for Matt for organizing this conference. Then the history. So let's go back to the spring of 2003. So in the spring of 2003, whenever you go over to the Center for Nanotechnology and Molecular Materials after Dave's talk, you look around that building and you imagine this is a sporting goods store. Okay? Bocock Stroud Sporting Goods Store, spring of 2003. A lot of people had to say, Wake Forest University, you are crazy. How is this ever going to be a center for nanotechnology and molecular materials? But Dave came, summer of 2003, lots of work there in 2003, 2004. We kind of why now? Why now for the 5-year anniversary for Center for Nanotechnology? We actually didn't sign these things that a lot of universities use called Memoranda of Understanding, of forming these things, until about the middle of September in 2004. So we're actually off by about a month or so, but very, very close to the formal anniversary of signing that Memorandum of Understanding that founded the Center for Nanotechnology and Molecular Materials. Then I think if I had to ask you or talk to you some about what do you want a center to do for you as an institution, one of the things that I always talk about is that the whole has to be greater than the sum of the parts. Okay? So a lot of what you heard today from other people here at Wake Forest University, no way that happened in the last 5 years, you know, without having that center, having Dave, and having all these interactions. They would have done things, but they wouldn't have done as much in the nanotechnology field if we hadn't formed this center here. So, and a lot of the credit for that goes to Dave. And certainly academic reputation things and the publicity that the center has brought to the university has been great also as well. And then, you know, lastly, I think you hope that these centers contribute to campus vitality and community outreach, and I think all those things have happened. I mean, part of the problem I think Dave will tell you for him is he hasn't cloned himself. There aren't 5 or 10 Dave Carrolls, but there's all kinds of community outreach things in SciWorks for SciTech in the schools that happen on top of all the science things that you'll hear about as well. So. Many thanks to Dave for all the things in his group that they've done for Wake Forest University. Then the formal introduction part. So Dave went to North Carolina State University, got a bachelor's degree in physics. Went to Wesleyan and got a PhD in physics. Was a postdoctoral fellow at the University of Pennsylvania and then Max Planck Institute. He's actually started 2 nanotechnology labs or centers. He went to Clemson University in 1997 and started a nanotechnology laboratory there, and then came here in the summer of 2003 and started our Center for Nanotechnology and Molecular Materials. So please join me in welcoming Dave and thanking him for all he's done for Wake Forest University.